So the election's round the corner in the sense that election date is going to be announced soon, and if the election dates are going to be announced soon, where else will you find us but with the power circuit? Hello and welcome to yet another episode and a big story among the CAA.
Yes.
थोड़ा सा you समझाओ it because I'm a little confused about a lot of stuff.
You're confused? Okay. See, the Citizenship Amendment Act, if we, a promise of the Modi government. So I would say in 2019, in the manifesto and when Modi government came to power, Pallavi, three big promises were made. Number one was the abrogation of Article 370. Second was the construction of the Ram Temple. And third was the enactment of the Citizenship Amendment Act. Now with the latest rules coming out, all three big promises of the Modi government have been fulfilled. So Modi government is, I think, BJP is now going to the election to seek a mandate saying, see, we have fulfilled all our three big promises. And these are just not political promises, these are also ideological promises, be it the abrogation of 370 or as I said, the Ram Temple. But CAA, in a way, I think what the BJP's, ideological position, RSS's ideological position has been that India is the land of Hindus. It's the the abode of Hindus. Anybody who's feeling persecuted in our neighboring countries, be it Hindus or be it, the Christians, be it Parsis, they can come and seek refuge in India. So we will give them a fast track route to get citizenship of India. Not the normal route takes longer. We will give them a fast track route. The government now also clarifying that we are not discriminating in a way. We're not saying Muslims can't come from these countries. Muslims can also come, but they have to take a normal route because we don't believe they are persecuted in a country which is already predominantly Muslim and Islamic country. It's a minorities in those countries which have a reason to feel persecuted, and that is why they've been given a faster route. So the government has rolled out the rules. It has taken 4 years for the government to do so. And I think a lot of preparation went into this, a lot of homework has gone into this. They have tried to eliminate, possibilities of a Shaheen Bagh kind of another protest or protest in Bengal or in Delhi, parts of Delhi. I think in last 2 days have been largely peaceful even after the enactment of the rules. So the government, I think, did its homework well. I think spoke to the social groups, be it the Muslim groups. They have done the reach out exercise. So that adequate education about these rules is done. Because the biggest, Pallavi, if you'll remember from that time, was that citizenship will be snatched away of Muslims. They will ask कि कागज दिखाना पड़ेगा अपनी citizenship prove करने के लिए.
So there's no correlation between CAA and the NRC.
There is no correlation.
Yeah, that's the big point.
The government clearly saying कि इसमें किसी का citizenship लिया नहीं जा रहा है, बल्कि citizenship दिया जा रहा है. So what is the problem anybody can have with that? We are not asking any of the existing Muslims in India to show any documents to prove their citizenship under CAA. They have not. In fact, the existing Muslims in India have nothing to do with CAA. The law doesn't impact them at all. So there is no reason for any misgivings. And I think that is what the government has tried to do over the last 4 years, to remove these misgivings slowly and then bring in finally the rules, because it also had to fulfill its manifesto promise. So it's brought it just before the elections. And we saw, but today some opposition parties, especially Mamata Banerjee and Arvind Kejriwal, are attacking this, aren't they?
Yeah, but see, I'm beginning to see why Mamata Banerjee is doing it, because they also want to raise the bogey of the victimhood card, that how the minorities can be affected, unko darana bhi hai, because that's the chunk of a minority vote. So a kind of a polarization also suits her, whatever she accuses the BJP of, but this kind of polarization also suits her. So if you put the fear factors among the Muslims, she raises this whole bogey of, that how the Muslims are going to be targeted, they are unsafe, and BJP is trying to enter Bengal, therefore you should not give any vote to them. Every political party who's talking strongly against it also are relying a lot on the minority vote bank. So whether it's the Congress, to a certain extent the Aam Aadmi Party, the Trinamool Congress, so they're making the point. So despite the fact that there's repeated assurance coming in from the government, they really want to keep the pot boiling.
Yeah, and this is also because maybe it was a time-tested kind of a success 4 years back. So, in a way, due to the protests, the opposition believed that was why, because the government had to put the rules into cold storage and didn't bring them for 4 years ahead of the election. Obviously, the opposition will try to milk any discontentment with these rules in its favor. And that is what I think Arvind Kejriwal or Mamata Banerjee or, even the Congress party at some level may want to do. But I think last 2 days being largely peaceful, we have not seen any major protest, no violence at all. I think the government is trying to now say, see, even after abrogation of 370, there was no violence in Jain. Even after we did the Ram Mandir verdict from the Supreme Court that come, the country was peaceful. There was no communal strife. And now after we brought CAA rules, there is no communal strife as of now, and it's peaceful. So I think government will take credit out of that, the intelligence agencies, law and order,
and the celebratory shots which are also coming in. But I want to ask you this, Aman, the Ram Mandir was criticized by a certain section saying this is an attempt being made to create a Hindu Rashtra or Hindutva agenda. would you see that the political benefits which the BJP would have reaped from not just Ram Mandir but also Kashi Vishwanath and so on and so forth, that gets more reiterated and confirmed with this CAA?
Well, obviously, because
that particular vote bank of the BJP.
Yes, obviously, and because the Modi government essential thing is that look, we are a Hindu-dominant country, and we are encouraging people who are persecuted in these countries to come. We'll give them about 30,000 plus people who will immediately benefit from this law. And but there is a cut-off, Pallavi. That's another misconception that many have, that आज भी आप आए हैं तो आपको फास्ट ट्रैक सिटीजनशिप मिल जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है. There is a cut-off. Whoever has come before December 31st, 2014 is eligible to get of the fast track citizenship under this law. Everybody else will have to take the naturalization, the normal route of 11 years, like Adnan Sani got it, and others from Pakistan have got it. So I think that will be the normal route others will have to take. But this is for people who have been here for long, have struggled to get Indian citizenship, government giving them a fast track route. So essentially, I think what the government is really trying, what an effort I've seen from the government in the last 2 days, the Home Ministry also came out with a detailed note yesterday, is to assuage the fears of the minority community, saying it has nothing to do with you. You don't need to be bothered, you don't need to worry about this at all, there is nothing to do with you at all. And I think Arvind Kejriwal gave a completely different spin to it today, saying you are really snatching away jobs by bringing people from outside and they will get jobs here. So Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, I think, is also trying to get on that anti-Pakistan bogey kind of a thing, to sweep up that sentiment. But what I think what the Amit Shah had said earlier, I think in Parliament, and also the Home Ministry has been staying since, that why would anybody have a problem if a persecuted minority from another country is given citizenship? What is really the problem? Which
brings me to the diplomatic angle of it also, because see, when you are going to give them citizenship for someone coming in from Pakistan, I would think that Pakistan would be more of a problem area. It's also an acknowledgement of the fact that the minorities are being persecuted there, which Pakistan has always been denying, that they are fine here, they are safe here, Bangladesh. Do you think it could have an impact on our relationship with these countries?
It will be.
More with Pakistan.
More with Pakistan. Anyway, the relations are not that great. We're not even in
talks.
talks.
With Bangladesh also, because she also plays on the fact that, everyone is safe.
Yeah, but I think the Modi government is, playing the larger card here. I think they are trying to say that, as I said in the start, that they are trying to say, okay, these were our 3 big promises. जो कहा वो किया. हमने जो भी promise किया, we have delivered it. You may think good or bad about it, but we are core voter, which voted for us, believing that we will implement these promises. We have done it. Women's reservation law has been passed. The big steps that the Modi government has taken. This remained the one point on which the opposition used to always target the BJP, saying 4 years ho gaya act hai, where is the rule, where are the rules?
They used to provoke also, because they also have to keep the pot boiling. It suits them to raise this whole bogey about how minorities are going to be targeted and so on and so forth. But when you see those celebratory shots, for example, in Bengal, in the Matua community, there's always been a stronghold of the BJP. So the BJP just solidifies it there.
Yeah, and this could bring, I think, more. BJP won 18 seats in the Lok Sabha in Bengal last time. BJP is looking at least 5 to 6 more seats in Bengal due to this step, and that is on CAA, the big law which has rules which
Bengal,
have been brought.
Delhi also,
Delhi also.
that area, that's also interesting.
Delhi, Rajasthan, states where these migrants are there, and the larger, community is there which has come, and the larger impact, I think, of all these factors brought together will aid the BJP in the upcoming elections.
So we meet next, I think, when the date is announced, which may be end of the week.
Yes, and that could be the real start of the election season, and we'll be traveling soon for that as well. So catch us for the next time.
And he's not even telling us where he's going. That's a secret, but yes, we'll be there. Power Circuit will be there.
Yes, and we'll be back soon with the election season. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.